Welcome to Yin with Allie. Today we're going to do butterfly pose or half butterfly, depending where you are today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. It's actually a good bend for your thighs, a stretch for your thighs, your back, and the upper part of your leg as well too. So we're going to get started. Right now we're going to sit this way. And the reason it's called butterfly pose is because, let me show you this way first. You put your feet, the bottoms of your feet together, and this is like the butterfly wings. That's why it's called that, the butterfly. They come together, and your back is straight, and we're gonna bend forward. So the full butterfly is like this. Now some of you may be able to get your feet this way, and that's okay. Wherever you are today, what's available for you today, that's your starting point. Now, if you have sciatica problems, sometimes it might aggravate a little bit this way, and so you have to be very mindful, but I will also show you the modifications for this pose as well. So it doesn't matter where you are, what's available to you today. The thing we just need to do is get started. So the butterfly pose, if you're here, that's okay. Wherever you are in the reference to having that butterfly wing appearance with the bottoms of your feet together. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do a forward fold. Now the forward fold comes from remembering we're sitting on our sit bones, and you'll hear that a lot in yoga. That just means the bones in between the bottom of by your pelvis, bottom of your abdomen, right here. You're kind of sitting on those, and we're gonna simply, with our hands in front of us, our shoulders down, and we're going to fold forward. Now, perhaps your forward fold is only here. That's okay too. And maybe it's a little bit further. And normally this pose is normally in about the middle or second or third or fourth pose in a Yin series because your body's a little warmed up. So you might want to warm it up doing some dangling, and I'll give you some warm-up poses in a little bit too. But right now, we're working on each individual pose, and then we'll put the sequence together. But it's simply a forward bend that stretches your inner thighs and your back as you bend forward. So depending on right now, I didn't do a lot of stretches this morning, so I'm not quite as warmed up. If this is a little more difficult and you can't fold forward very well, put your feet further in front of you. That will lessen some of this on your back strain. You'll be able to move forward a little bit easier depending on how far out your legs are, your feet are. And then it allows you to fold forward a little bit better as well. So it depends on how much of a stretch you can do or you want to do. But at first, just take it slow. And as you do it more, remember this is yoga practice. The more you practice, then your limbs are able to, your muscles are able, your fascia actually is able to kind of stretch a little bit more with the tension and compression. And then you're able to fall forward, relaxing the head and your neck. Not straining either of it. It's simply a fold forward. Now, if the full butterfly is not available to you, then you can absolutely do half. One of your legs is stretched out, the other one comes into your thigh. Just doing a half butterfly is fine. And maybe that's better for you to start one leg at a time. Again, it's a fold forward. It may be a little easier because you fold forward over one of the legs. Or maybe it's to the middle, depending on where you are today. Folding forward. That can be a little bit easier. Again, you want to put your foot a little bit further down your leg, making the bend a little easier for you. Now I'm going to show you some modifications. First, you can use a block or 2 blocks to rest your head on, as you fold forward this way or either this way, and you just want to rest your head. Or you don't need quite that much. You need to rest your head this way. And it also is easier because you're bringing your legs out just a little, your feet out just a little bit further, and they're not so close into your body. It makes it an easier stretch as well. And just simply lay your forehead on your blocks. However that might be. The smaller size or the higher height. This is still a good stretch for you. You might also like to use a blanket on your buttocks because that elevates. When you use a blanket and using the edge of the blanket, it's able to kind of give you a little bit of a lift so that your knees are automatically, if you sit right on the edge of that, automatically going down a little bit further, and you're able to bend forward a little easier because you have a little bit of a height and it's easier on your back, bending forward. In either pose, you're able to use this. It makes it a little easier to do the forward bend. And you're able to bring your knees down a little bit lower. But don't worry if it's still up here. In time, you will be able to gradually lower it. Okay, so those are the two poses. Oh, and you can also use a bolster as well too, if you have a bolster, or a pillow. If you're just starting, or a pillow, it doesn't matter. You can also use this. It's softer, and use it to place your forehead on as well. So at the beginning, do what works best for you. But just get started so we can really help to keep our body healthy and strong. So until next time, stay well, be blessed, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.